Hi everybody. I am sorry I'm a little bit behind on making and uploading videos. I have been sick. I caught that cough that everyone was catching and it had me feeling pretty bad for about a week. But I'm feeling much better now and I want to get on a regular schedule. I just have to get back to figuring out what kind of content to create for you all, kind of videos you would be interested in that I would enjoy making. I did, right after I got over being sick, we did go on a couple of day trips that we had been hoping to do, and I was able to make it, so that made me happy. And because that's kind of the idea of the channel that I'm doing is like traveling and seeing new things. So right now I can't just get in my car and go travel around. I can't fly to the UK like I really want to. Actually, fun fact, I ended up at the airport this morning very briefly, and I don't know if any of you are frequent travelers or just really enjoy traveling, and maybe like me, you're not currently frequent travelers. But I walked in and I just felt, I wasn't flying anywhere. I just felt like that, I felt this sort of deja vu or this feeling like, it's so hard to describe, but just this draw. Like I wanted to just go check in at the gate. I don't have a ticket anywhere. I have no plans for anything right now, but I just wanted to check in and like fly to London. I just was like so drawn to that. And I couldn't believe I had to walk back out of the airport and, come back home. So that was so funny. I wasn't expecting to go there, and then I saw the plane like at the gate. We have a very small airport where I live, and it's just a few gates and you can see like the planes right from the parking lot. And when we drove in and I saw a plane, I was like, oh my gosh, I just want to get on a plane. I don't even like flying, and I just want to get on a plane so I can like go to Europe. But yeah, that was a fun morning. It was actually also, I returned to going to yard sales this morning, and I haven't been able to go for a while. So there wasn't a whole lot. It's surprising how quiet it is here right now, but at least there were the couple we went to were very successful. I found items that I think will sell for good money and sell quickly, which is what I'm focusing on right now, and trying to figure out if I can, sort of thinking, could I, like, these are all kind of small things. Like everything I bought today fits in a tote bag, and I could do like a tote bag a week of stuff, right? It wouldn't earn me a huge amount of money. Like having a big facility full of stuff or a good stash of items, I think people who do it full time are gonna have, at least what I've seen, a room, a garage full of stuff to sell. And if I want to travel around a lot, live out of my car, that's not really possible, but I am kind of trying to keep my selling light and agile. I hate, like, oh my gosh, the buzzwords I'm using right now, I hate it so much, but it's really true, like being agile if I want my life to be that way, but I still want to keep up having a little bit of business on my own. I have to earn money somehow. So far, I've applied for one remote job that I'd really hoped for because it was a great opportunity, and haven't heard back. So I assume it's been a month, so I assume I won't hear anything, but we keep trying, right? So speaking of, one of my finds today from yard sales was actually kind of personal. So I love to read, and I am lucky enough to have a fantastic public library where I live, and I just check out so many books from there. I love cozy mysteries, are my absolute favorite. I devour these whenever I can. Honestly, I would stay home and just read all day if I didn't have to work for a living. And if I'm gonna be traveling nomadically, I bet half of my days will be travel or going to see new things, and then just popping out my book in the evening, or on a day where I'm tired because I've done something before. That's what I've done before when I traveled. I still read a lot. But I was really excited because I was at a yard sale and I found this old Kindle for $2. He only wanted $2 for it. And I've been looking for a reader for a while because I used to have a Kindle Fire and that was pretty good, but I kind of wanted a reader this time. And my library has tons of great books, but they also have a great selection of ebooks. They're really good about that. And so this not only is just great so that I don't have to check out so many stacks of books, but it's just so compact and for traveling. I had been actually thinking about, I can't carry a bunch of books with me, and I read these really quick, short 300-page books, like they're short things. I read those as fast as I possibly can. Having a way to read while traveling is awesome, and having access to all the books that way, that works really well for me. So I'm excited to try it out. And I'll really enjoy that and be glad I found that. So I don't just go to yard sales for the fine stuff to resell and make money, though that's the primary reason I go, because that's what I need to make extra money. I also pick up things for personal use. I get clothes there for cheap, and that really helps me out saving money a lot. It's, you have to go around and do a little extra work on a Saturday morning that honestly I'd rather be sitting in and reading a book or just relaxing, but they can be fun, and I can get some good bargains to help me further my goals, financial goals and personal goals, to have my own business, work on the road a little bit, or hit the road and have some flexibility in how I make money and support myself. I think I mentioned, I'm sorry, I digressed. I do that a lot, so you'll see that a lot from me. I did go on a couple of day trips. That's one of my favorite things to do, is to just head to a new place for the day. I did get to see a little bit of the beach. It was a beautiful day, too cold to swim, but I just wanted to walk on the beach, and surprisingly, I never go because I live quite far away from the beach here. So it's great to go, and I had a lovely day there, just enjoying a beautiful day and the ocean. And then I did go to Florida's largest flea market, which gets even bigger on MLK Day. I filmed some video of that. It's just a lot of footage for me, so hopefully I'll get that out to you soon if you're interested. And I had some thoughts on maybe selling there in the future and using it as a place to stay, because you can stay overnight there if you're selling. I had some thoughts on that. I don't think I've come to the conclusion yet that I could do that, but it was intriguing to think about. I know people will stay overnight at flea markets and probably at trunk sales and things like that. Also might be a possibility where you can stay overnight, kind of camp in your car, camp however you do, camp in your SUV, whatever, and then you sell stuff. So in this case, it would probably be just to cover the fees, but because I don't think I would make too much, but it is something I hadn't thought about doing before, and I still don't know if that is gonna work for me. I'm much more of a sleep indoors, not in a tent kind of person, so, or even in the car. But I may have to adapt. I may have to get used to it if I really want to do this. I'm thinking more and more that it's going to be really hard to do this, and I think that's why I'm like, my energy for it has waned a little bit. It goes up and down where I'm like, oh, I can do this, and then sometimes I'm like, oh no, I can't do this. Like, there's no way I can support myself. There's no way I can move that often. But I have kind of done a little bit of it, and I think if I can just find a way to feel more secure in the financial aspects, then I can do it. So yeah, it's a kind of a weird video today. I'm not really talking about much of anything other than like, I'm excited about getting a Kindle. So I don't know what I'm going to talk about further other than continuing to try to get towards where I want to be. I think this is going to be all of 2024 at least, and I'm thinking into 2025 before I can figure out where I'm going to go. I have some plans to go abroad in early 2025. I've already talked to some friends that I can stay with over there for a little while. So that's kind of like what I'm working towards. But I think I mentioned earlier that my apartment lease ends in October, and I would like to figure out at least some other living accommodation that will cost less money, or hopefully a lot less money, so that I can get the ball rolling. So that's what I'm thinking about this week. And hopefully I will be on a regular schedule, as I said, talking to you about my plans and hopefully chatting with you more. Leave me a comment if you have any thoughts, and I'll see you next time.